terrific about Kurt getting this. I think there's a wonderful old Hollywoodness. See, I'm even seeing Johnny Grant's picture here is making me think that. All right, there's this wonderful old Hollywood quality to this whole event. And when I think of Kurt getting it, one, I was surprised that he didn't already have one. All right, but there also is this aspect where, you know, Kurt comes from an acting family. His father, Bing Russell, is the type of actor that I'm not even sure that they exist anymore. These old kind of cowboy character actors that have little bit parts in this movie and that movie, on this TV show, on this Twilight Zone. They get work, they get this, they get that, and you know they have good years, they have bad years. But that's the kind of family, and that's the kind of that's the industry that Kurt grew up in. And then as a young man, you know, before he started starring in movies, even in the Disney movies, he's guesting on TV shows. I, in particularly, remember Lost in Space, all right, that I saw when I was a kid with Michael Ansara played his father, and him and Will Robinson had kind of this mano-a-mano, who's the bigger man test. And actually, I was rooting for Kurt, to tell you the truth, over Bill Mummy. And I like Bill Mummy, but I was rooting for Kurt. But then also, Kurt got a Western show called The Trial of Jamie McPeters. Now, there were little boys on other Western shows, you know, The Rifleman and stuff, but Kurt was the star of the show. He was the only Western show where the little boy, Jamie McPeters, was the star. And guess what? They still had to have a cowboy guy beat up people from time to time, so who they got as his co-star was Charles Bronson. But then, so when you look at it on an honor like this, and think back to, yes, of course, Kurt is Snake Plissken. Of course, Kurt is all these different wonderful characters. But then you also think about the history of Hollywood. Kurt has acted alongside David Jansen playing Harry O. He has acted alongside David McCullum playing Elia Kuryakin. He has acted alongside Michael Parks as Bronson. All right, Cameron Mitchell as Buck on High Chaparral. You know, one of the things when we did Hateful Eight was it was very much inspired, as far as I was concerned, by a lot of the episodic Western TV shows. Kurt is the only guy I could have cast who has been on a High Chaparral. He's been on The Virginian. He's been on these other shows. So I think it is just this wonderful thing for like the history of Kurt's career that we are here right now today. Woo!